Right, you've been bugging the hell out of me to talk about this movie.
Yes, this is one I've been like telling you over and over again. Corey, I want to review Across the Universe.
Okay, so we're going to put this up as an audio podcast, and it just came out on DVD, so to get you to shut the hell up.
I know, because I love the Beatles. And so I have been waiting for this movie to come out since before it was in theaters. I mean, this was like a year and a half ago when I saw the trailer for it. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to see it. I wanted to go in.
And you loved it.
I love the Beatles.
And you love this movie.
I love parts of the movie. The soundtrack is better than sex to me.
Really?
Soundtrack
well, of course, it's the Beatles.
Incredible.
Well, it's the Beatles.
Yeah, I know, but most people mess up remakes, and and they did it. They stayed so true to them and made them even better. They put harmonies with songs.
Shut your mouth. You can't make the Beatles better. They're the original.
It's hard to do it.
Hendrix and the Beatles. You don't mess with them.
You don't, but they did a good job. I was so impressed with this movie.
Okay, so, all right. Now, I saw the trailer for this, and I still don't know what the hell this movie is about. Now, remember what we said. Don't sit up here and take 10 hours to tell me about the story about this. Can you wrap this up for me?
Basically, what they do, Corey, basically what they do is they take Beatles songs and they take the lyrics and that's the screenplay, basically. So they take 30 Beatles songs. Mm-hmm. And they tell a story based on these songs. And they start off in the 60s, going through the 70s, going through the innocent, sweet Beatles, I Want to Hold Your Hand, mm-hmm. to Revolution, to
the drug-addled Beatles, to the high-ass Beatles, all LSD'd up and everything.
They take it all the way.
So what time period does this end? You said it starts in the 60s.
And ends in the 70s.
It ends in the 70s.
Yeah, it goes through the innocent period, through the Vietnam War, basically.
Oh, okay. So I guess we follow just different characters who take on the personifications of these certain people in the Beatles songs.
Right. Well, you know what? And at first I was like, when I started watching the movies, I was like, there's so many plots going on. There's like 100 different stories. But then at the end, they all come together. And the ending really makes this movie, because all these characters that started off with all these subplots all mesh into one thing. And
so we got a lot of...
All you need is love.
Really? That's how they wrap up the movie? All you need is love?
Yeah, basically.
They did the same thing with Yellow Submarine. You don't even like that movie. I'm pissed at you for
I love it. I told you. I loved Yellow Submarine. You didn't like Sgt. Pepper's.
Nobody likes Sgt. Pepper. Hey, all you kids out there, you don't know, but the Beatles made a shitty movie a long time ago called Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Sgt. Pepper's.
Yeah, you probably heard the song. Yeah, it's a great song, but it's a terrible movie. And they also made, but then again, I like one of the horrible movies, which is Magical Mystery Tour.
Yes.
Yeah, you kids look this up. I mean, it's the everybody thinks
you like
the Beatles.
The ones that are cartoons. Imagine that.
Well, the Yellow Submarine is genius, but everybody thinks the Beatles they can do no wrong. But watch Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band and Magical Mystery Tour. Those are two shitty
but
ass
you know
movies.
what? The cover of Sgt. Pepper's was worth the movie.
Oh well, no, that was the cover of the album. That's not the movie. Get the hell out of here. Well, you call yourself a Beatles fan? I'm gonna slap the hell out of you.
No, I'm just saying that all the different characters, all that stuff.
So now this movie, there's a lot of popular musicians.
Yes.
They not only do they do covers of the songs, but they make appearances in the film.
They do. Bono does I Am the Walrus.
Cuckoo Kitchu.
Yes.
I love that song.
I do too.
I am the Eggman.
No, I'm the Eggman.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
Okay. I control everything. I'm the puppet master. No, I'm just joking.
I think you're high right now. What are you talking about?
I'm just kidding.
What are you taking before you walk in here?
I'm sorry. Please, I bow down to Corey.
I was thinking about slipping you a roofies, but I don't need to. I think you're already high on something.
I'm high on this movie, actually. No, but Bono's in it. Joe Cocker, who
that dude's still alive?
Yeah, he's getting old, but he's in the movie, and he does. This time he does a version of "Come Together," which was excellent, phenomenal. He did a great job on that song. He originally did a cover of "With a Little Help from My Friends," if you remember from the Wonder Years.
No.
You don't remember the song on the Wonder Years?
I didn't watch that show. Keep going. I don't want to talk about it. Well, Fred Savage was in that show, right?
Yeah.
To hell with him.
Yeah, you did watch it. But he does the cover of "With a Little Help from My Friends," and this one they bring him in for "Come Together," which is he did a great job. You can hear his little raspy voice. He does a good job on that song.
Okay.
Now, There was one part that was kind of insane this goes into their whole little drug trip that the Beatles went through.
Nice.
Eddie Izzard actually plays Mr. Kite.
And what song is that from?
The Benefit of Being Mr. Kite.
Okay. For those people who don't know, I'm
Yeah.
just...
Okay, yeah, so he does that, which was great. And all the characters in the movie, they all are related to songs. You have Lucy, who is Lucy in the Sky
The Skies with Diamonds.
Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Prudence.
Dear Prudence.
There you go. It's a great.
Won't
song.
you come out to play? Oh, what have you
Will
sing
you
that
come
song?
out to play?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's a lesbian in the movie, right?
Yes,
I love that. Did she make out with any hot chicks?
No, they
this movie's terrible then.
imply at the very end that she hooks up with one of the circus people.
Well, if you can't see it, then
Yeah, I know.
like a bearded woman or something.
No, she's actually pretty great. And then you have Sadie from
I don't know.
Sexy Sadie.
What was this? Name
have-
that tune.
JoJo from
Just go.
Come Together.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, and on and on and on.
Yeah,
And
because the thing is, we can sit up here and sing these songs all day.
yeah, and you know what? I love the Beatles, and you know what? And you have to go. Not everyone's going to love this movie. You have to go into it. Well, now it's a rental, so you know you're not going to go to the theater and see it. And it was in limited release when it did come out.
I can't remember the woman who directed this, but her name I can't remember her name, but she directed a movie a long time ago that I really loved, and I forgot what it was called. Titus. Mm-hmm. And the visuals of that film were incredible.
Yeah.
And she looks like she brought the same visual style to this movie too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially which is kind of brutal. It's kind of hilarious, but in the whole Eddie Izzard part, it's all psychedelic and everything. And there's a couple of other parts that have the special effects that come into it that are really good and and kind of trippy.
Okay.
But you don't need
especially if they're high like you.
I don't do drugs. I'm a good
Not right now.
I'm a good girl. No, seriously, I don't do.
So, what would you give this movie? I'm under the impression that you would give this better than Sex.
No, that's
because you haven't had my sex yet.
Anyway,
sorry.
It's
please.
okay. I love your sexual harassment, Corey. I do. It's fun.
Oh, it's fun until I
you
have to pay a fine.
And I have to kick you off. Yeah. Anyway, no. For the soundtrack was better than the best sex you've ever had type of thing. I've actually been listening to the soundtrack
really
a lot. Yeah, because I like there. I have to tell you this real quick. I know there is one part that is so cute, and if you go online, everyone's talking about. They do a little scene at the very beginning of "I've Just Seen a Face," and Jim Sturgis, who plays Jude, does an incredible rendition of that song, which I think, and people will kill me for saying this, but I think it was almost just as close as the Beatles.
Okay, you about to get hurt by somebody.
Good.
I'm not saying
good.
It
was good. It was good. Good.
Watch
it was
what you
a
say.
really good version. I won't say it's better than the Beatles. No one's better than the Beatles, but it's a really, really good version. The harmonies in it's just, and the scene is so cute. They're at a bowling alley, and it's
Look
all
at you.
cute.
Look at you having sex with yourself right now. Look at this.
I love that part. But see, you have to understand, this is coming from someone who is a huge Beatles fan.
Yeah, we got that already. Now, what the hell you think about this movie?
The movie, I would give it a very, 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 very high rental since it's at a rental right now. But if it was at the theater, I would definitely, for people who like the Beatles, and older people too, especially the people that grew up with the Beatles, I would give it, a matinee.
Matinee.
Yeah.
It's funny because I heard a lot of people who,
for people that don't like the
well,
Beatles,
no,
don't
well,
like it.
I don't think there's anybody out there who doesn't like the Beatles, so that's not possible. But
I agree. If they do, they should be shot.
you just don't know music.
Yeah,
but there's you're stupid. But there's a lot of people, and they have complained that they didn't like it because it is about the Beatles. I mean, they've taken this music and in a way I don't know, it might be because they're a little bit too close to the Beatles. Yeah. They don't like what they did with the Beatles
purist.
music. Thank you. There you go.
They're the Beatles purists that don't like the music messed with at all. They think the only people that should sing it is the Beatles. Like those are the same people that didn't like I Am Sam because they used all covers of the Beatles, and I Am Sam.
Okay, so
So there are some people like that.
so if you're a purist, then you might not
like it. You have to go into this watching this movie with an open mind. You really do, and I don't like covers all that often because usually they mess it up, and this one they didn't. They stayed very true to the original scores and everything.
All right,
and they liked it. I mean, they did a good job.
Excellent then.
Yeah, I did. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Really? Yeah. Look at you. You got tears coming out your eyes and everything. This is man. Let me comfort you. Come here.
No, and I thought it was going to be cheesy. I really did. I was going to be. This is going to be stupid, but I really enjoyed it.
All right, shut up. Damn, I'm tired of hearing about this movie.
I know. You're just not a real Beatles fan, then.
I am a Beatles fan. You want to come over and see my collection?
Really? Do you have one? I'm
Yeah.
gonna take it from you though.
Some of them, here it.
Let's make it little.
It's right behind. It's right behind. You got to bend over to pick it up. Look at that box behind you. Yes.
Gotta always take it to the gutter.
Gutter? What the hell? You're no fun.